Spanish artist Pablo Picasso used shades of blue to paint a series of paintings between 1900 and 1904. The blue and blue-green colors were painted images of poverty, beggars, or elderly or frail. Although he only sold a few paintings during this time, many consider this series his most popular. Contrasting these pieces of artwork from 1904 to 1906, Picasso used different color palettes than his previous blue and blue-green paint colors. After the blue period, Picasso fell in love, and cheerful pinks and warm oranges dominated his new paintings. He painted happy events and performers. Clowns, harlequins from the circus were featured in many of his paintings. Now, when you get started on your paintings today, I'd like you to choose either between a cool color palette like the blue period or a warm color palette like his rose period. Now, once you've decided what color theme you want to use, go ahead and use those colors to create a series of different designs that utilize these colors. The first thing I did to begin my project is decided if I wanted my warm or my cool colors, my blue period or my rose period. Once I started designing some of my paper into different sections or lines, then I started using my paints to decide what kinds of designs or patterns or textures that I could create with my paint palettes. So today I want you to take your paints and I want you to use your paint palette colors, either representing a rose-colored painting or a blue period painting. You can see white and black can be added to your paper just to create a little bit more variety of shades and tints to your paint palette. So my pinks, I added in a little bit of black to make it more of a mauve or a little bit of a darker color. Same with my, the other thing you'll notice is constantly wash out your paintbrush whenever you go into a new section so that you wash it, dry it, and can continue adding on some patterns and details. I just hope you have fun creating some varieties of tints and shades while you're using your paints in your paint palette of warm, meaning rose, or your cool colors representing your blue period like Picasso. Enjoy, have fun everybody. Now for the second part, once your project is dry, I'm going to be taking a straight edge or a flat piece of paper that I can go ahead and use as the open section of my paper. Then take your pencil and start drawing some lines that you could use to create your weaving. It'll look something like this before I begin cutting. Take your scissors now and start cutting on those strips going all the way up to the fold line. Once you've gone up to the fold line, you can begin by weaving your paper over, under, in whatever kind of pattern that you want. As you'll see, I have construction paper pieces that are organized by rose-colored pieces, similar to what you used in paint, or I have cool color or blue-colored pieces of paper that you can use to create your over-under pattern of weaving. Now, to finish putting your pieces together, on a white sheet of paper, draw around a large heart. That heart shape then can be used to place glue on so that your weaving pieces stay together when you do the final cutting. Place your piece of paper onto the glue and press that down. When you flip it over, I like to do a massage on the back to ensure that the glue is sticking really well. I'll place my heart on the back side once more, and this allows me to know where my heart is that I can cut and ensure that all of my pieces are still cut together. As I cut onto the heart shape, I'm cutting away the pieces that I no longer need. And do be careful. I know I did this twice and I had some pieces that I needed to go back and cut because it went underneath my scissors. So just trim those off in case you skipped them. There, I love how it turned out. Isn't it beautiful? The rose-colored heart. Now let's go ahead and do the same thing with a blue-colored heart or a blue period project. Now on this one, I went ahead and I put my glue on, and then I had a heart shape already placed onto the back. I'm going to again cut out the heart shape, doing the same thing. So I have a rose-colored heart or a blue period colored heart. If you have any additional time, grab some white and black oil pastels and you can make some details of some X's or O's onto the weaving that you created with your weaving project. This really makes a cool looking project and it just adds a little bit more detail to the project. I know I had fun doing this project. I hope you have a fun time with this mixed media project. Thanks everyone.